Closed captioning for The Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on The Casey Malone Show.
Today we visit the Arms Family Museum, decorated as Olive Arms may have trimmed her home for the holidays. But first, my new favorite carol from Lee Ann Binder, Merry Christmas.
But about a small child in a land far away who would save all mankind on a cross, not a slave.
Lee Ann Binder's Christmas song, "'Tis the Reason," was recorded at 22 Studios in Nashville. An all-star lineup played on this recording. From Darius Rucker's band, Lee Turner on keyboards and guitar, and drummer Jeff Marino. John Conley from Kenny Chesney's band also played guitar. It is a gorgeous song that will become a Christmas classic. With everything that has happened this year, I think we are going to embrace Christmas much sooner than we usually do. So Christmas season is here.
It's here.
Lee Ann Binder, local rock star, and you have taken advantage of this COVID period and have written the most beautiful Christmas song.
Well, thank you very much. It's like near and dear to my heart. I recorded it right before COVID became a thing. Like nobody knew what anything was. It was literally like the end of February, and I got back from Nashville and the world shut down. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Now, with this gorgeous video that accompanies it, was that done during COVID?
It was. We set everything up because everything has to be done so far in advance.
Yes.
That we set everything up for October, and we're thinking, oh, by October everything will be fine. We'll shoot the video. We had a whole different video planned, and October came. And I'm like, I have got to get some kind of video. So I met with Chris Ratushin.
Beautiful. It's just beautiful.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful work.
We worked the ideas, and we cut everything down to just 3 of us so we could stay safe. And
you were totally socially distanced in that video, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, everybody wore masks unless they were absolutely on camera. It was done with the utmost precaution. We had to.
Now, you wrote that song right after Christmas last year?
I wrote that song Christmas Eve of, what would have been 2012. And my father died in 2013. And I just didn't have it in me. I just put it on a shelf. Did
he get to hear it?
He never heard the recorded version. I wrote that Christmas Eve. We went to church, and we saw. It's a true story. Like everything you see in the video, as far as the story, is true. And I was so moved by it. I'm like, Dad, can you believe this?
Holds all the magic, even Santa knows. You can't buy it, it's given for free.
So I wrote it, it just came out like this, and Christmas Day I woke up and I handed him, I go, look what I wrote, we got it for, and he's like, oh, you have to make a song out of this. And I'm like, yeah, and then you get tied up in Christmas and all of that. And then, things didn't work out for the next year the way we had all planned, and I was just too heartsick to record it. So jump to like a couple of years now later, it was in November, and I'm taking a shower, and I hear this voice just kind of inside me go, it's time to record this song.
To the manger, he made his way, dropped to his knees, bowed his head, and he prayed.
Your vocals.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh, they are amazing. They're just beautiful.
Thank you. When I wrote this song, it was funny because I wrote the story of the song. And then I was thinking, I'm like, how in the world am I going to miss Santa and Jesus in a chorus without it sounding weird or forced? And every time I've asked of the song or of the creativity, it just comes. It just comes. So I do believe that I think I was the girl lucky enough to be holding the pen and the guitar, but it feels like it has written itself, you know, all by itself. Like God, you know, it just kind of came through and did that.
Well, you know, one of my favorite sculptures, like my mother gives me my mom's crazy about Christmas. And I have all these Christmas knickknacks. And one of my favorites, and I put it under my tree every year, is Santa kneeling at the manger. And when I saw that in your video, I mean, it really gave me chills.
Oh.
How is this airplay going? I know with all this corporate crazy radio, it's hard to get on.
It's really difficult. I mean, as far as radio airplay, the Summit has picked it up. So I'm really excited. I just got the call like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So the local people that have kind of like you, people that have been my friends for years, they're like, yes, you know, we'll do it. And Stan Boney said that he would air it on Christmas Eve.
Great.
So I was like, very much, you know, much thanks. And Guy DeStolfo's writing a piece on it.
Great job.
So it's done very well locally. We're, I think, at 3,000 or, you know, over hits right now on YouTube.
Now, if people want to buy it though and put it on their, you know, listening systems, what would be the best way for them to get it?
Well, there's two
iTunes?
ways. Yeah, if you want to actually purchase it, it's 99 cents, and you can go to Amazon Music or iTunes, the Apple Music iTunes, and it's 99 cents for a download.
I mean, come on, you can own it for less than $1 and it will be on your playlist.
Forever. And those people that are doing Spotify, it is on all digital platforms, and you can take it from Spotify and make your own playlist and make it to be a part of, you know, your family's Christmas thing.
Have you ever written a Christmas song before?
Never. I never thought I would write a Christmas song. I think what I love about it is I don't think there's ever been a song ever written about Santa and Jesus and where in the order of things, especially in today's world, there needs to be, you know, an understanding that, yes, Santa's very important, but let's not forget either that, you know, there was a manger and, you know, a child born. And I think the doing that and having Santa kneeling at the manger is just a really important message about what's really important. It's not about, especially in a year like this year, it's not about all the money and the trappings and all of those things that are really fun, and nobody likes a tree more than I do.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, everybody's having it hard, and this is a really rough thing, and sometimes it's the faith and the hope and the joy and those things that are really important.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor. I'm all about local, and my bank is Farmers National Bank. Farmers is the true hometown bank in the Mahoning Valley, standing strong for our local families and businesses since 1887. Farmers is also future-focused with a lab branch, interactive teller machines, and best-in-class mobile mortgage app. We've all learned the value of local relationships, businesses, and communities. Switch to Farmers.
Kamara Jewelers is the place to buy an engagement ring because we want a relationship with you that lasts a lifetime. Your commitment with her is the same commitment we have to you.
We want to sit down with you and teach you about diamonds so you're educated on what you're buying. We have the largest selection we ever have, which is the largest in the area, and at the best value. And if it's not something in our case, we could always custom make it. We can make any dream come true.
Get real, get Kamara.
Rulli Brothers has a great choice of quality cheeses. We use our relationship with Old Road Houses to specially select the product and then have it custom cut and packaged by our own local artisans. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Join the Isle and Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available. Given is living. Join the Isle and Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available at $13 an hour. Given is living.
to own a business where your name's on the window can be pretty cool. That's my family. My name is Danny Catullo, and I'm the owner of Catullo Prime Meats. My grandfather started the business in 1962. I was able to take our old style butcher shop and bring it out to the new age using e-commerce to get our products to more customers. When we started shipping, there was not a ton of information out there. That's where we really worked with FedEx so they could be able to help us with our perishable shipping. We were taking on new purchases that we never had to make before. Boxes, coolers, ice packs, anything that was involved around shipping. So we can no longer do this with the cash that we had on hand. So because of the Plum Card from American Express and all of its benefits, it was a natural fit to help grow our business. And when someone calls and lets you know that you made their dinner, that's satisfaction that you can't get anywhere else.
I'm Elizabeth Bernard. For more than 30 years, I've provided our Valley with sound legal advice. My associate Jennifer Rigetti and I will be your legal representatives if you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident. Don't try to handle it yourself. We'll navigate the red tape of dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the obstacles that you'll face. Remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases, and hiring a lawyer does not mean you have to go to court.
Call attorney Elizabeth Bernard, local legal experience for more than 30 years.
Family-owned Mayflower Woolham Insurance Group is your full-service independent agency. Our family works with a variety of insurance companies, so you have the best choices for your insurance needs. Let us find the right product at the right price. Personal lines, business, farm, commercial insurance, life insurance. Trust locally owned Mayflower Woolham. You focus on what's important.
We'll take care of the details.
Mayflower Woolham, close by with 3 locations to serve you.
Well, it is so great to be back with my cousin, Bill Lawson. He is the executive director here at the Mahoning Valley Historical Society. I am thrilled that the Arms Museum is open to the public again, and we're going to do memories of Christmas past.
We are thrilled too. I tell you, it was a long year or so without being open to the public and missing it last year, and just really kind of deflating for us, but with all the changes and all the lost revenue, we did all right in the past fiscal year through the support of our members and our donor base and the community at large. So
this is always, people look forward to this event every single year. And to deny them a Christmas tradition, and as I look around, I mean, you guys have really worked the magic.
Yes, our staff, including Anthony, who is the creative force behind all of this, been working since mid-September. And I must say also, we've been getting calls probably since mid-September. Are we doing it this year? What's the dates? And yes, we are doing it, and we're so happy to be in that position this year.
Jessica is the curator for the Historical Society, and I love this element that you guys have brought in because it's back to Greystone. Mm-hmm. So we are in the period that all of Arms would have resided here.
Absolutely.
From like 05 to 1930.
Exactly.
And you got her dresses throughout the house. And I mean, it's amazing. First of all, I cannot believe how little her waist is. But, where would you think she would have worn this?
Well, yeah, she was a very highly fashionable woman, a well-to-do woman, so her dresses would have been handmade for her. This is an exquisite example of something she would have worn right around the year 1900. It's net lace and applique leaf design with little seed pearl accents and satin ribbon throughout. It's a 2-piece bodice and skirt with a very long train. So Olive and Wilford Arms were married in 1899. So it potentially could have been something that she might have worn for her wedding.
I mean, I thought it was a wedding gown immediately when I saw it. Yeah. There's an Asian theme here in the solarium, and I love this dress of Olive's.
Yeah, this is something that she would have worn probably right around 1910 to 1920. And it is all Asian silk embroidered. It's a coat robe that she would have worn on the top and then a wrap skirt for the bottom. That's all done and then very heavily embroidered in blues and purples and very vibrant colors, lots of floral and bird and butterfly motifs throughout this piece.
And that is of the period, that Asian dress?
Yes, absolutely. So Asian culture was really influencing a lot of artistic movements right around the turn of the 20th century. So even arts and crafts, which the style of Olive's house, Greystone, there's a lot of Asian influence.
Well, first of all, I am so glad to see my friend Anthony again. We've had a year hiatus thanks to the pandemic. But you are the architect for Christmas here at the Arms, and I think the theme this year is brilliant. Back to Greystone from 1900 to the 1930s. So we're going to experience what Olive Arms would have done at Christmas time.
Exactly, yeah. It's only fitting that this whole exhibit started 13 years ago, and with the time that we have had off, the amount of response from the public, when's it going to happen, is it going to happen? So it was fitting that we brought it back to the Arms Family Museum and just see how, Mrs. Arms may have decorated. So I think you'll be really impressed.
Of course, he knows all there is to know about Christmas. So you know all the different periods, what they were doing here in the United States and Germany and all the other countries. So what are we looking at here? Like, what is this?
Well, this is actually a German Santa Claus here with a rabbit fur beard. And what's unusual about him is his posture. He's actually taking a stride, like he's actually walking through the snow and so forth here. And while you're in the carriage entrance here, there's a beautiful hand-painted lamp. Basically what I carried out here was Mr. and Mrs. Arms maybe coming back from a shopping trip.
Yeah.
And she probably would have had something lightly decorated here, and we have her hats and
this is the
her
carriage
muffs.
entrance.
Correct, yes.
Memories of Christmas Past continues right after this.
Donate now. Gavacamp has a generous family that will match every dollar you donate. Help us build a barrier-free educational camp for our friends with special needs. Visit our website or call for more details. Giving is living.
I am back with Rude the Dude at the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery. And get ready, the fall menu is here.
Yeah, our fall menu's out now. Like I said, we brought some new things on, some old favorites. So we're just gonna try it out. Along with that, we have some of your favorite local craft beers, the pumpkin beers, the fall beers. We've extended our hours for football seasons back, some of the local high school games, professional games. So we're just getting ready for the fall and winter season.
And remember, it's never too soon to start thinking about the holidays. You've already got class reunions and showers over in the Wine and Spirit Room. So if you want to book your party, now's a good time to do that.
Yeah, we can cater it at your house or cater it here. So if you want to take the night off and come in and let us do the cooking for your parties, we can do that.
And if you need any information, of course, you go to their Facebook or their website, magictreepubandeatery.com. My basement was dreadful. Cracked concrete, chipped tiles, it was my dumping ground. Carpet, vinyl, wood don't last. Now I have Pebblestone, the best basement floor covering. It has transformed my basement and expanded my family's living space. It's easy to clean, withstands flooding, and will never need replaced. You will love your basement. Pebblestone, the best flooring system.
Call today to save 60% off your new Pebblestone floor for a limited time only.
Rulli Brothers is way ahead of the competition. Check out Rulli Spice World, where you can buy bulk herbs and spices, plus candies, nuts, and fillings for pennies on the dollar. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Is it time to update your color style? R&S Paint will assist you with your choice of over 3,400 Benjamin Moore colors. Vibrant, durable, and easy to apply. Be current, be stylish. Shop R&S Paint.
Beauty finds a dwelling place, and peace enters as an abiding guest. In winter, the snow falls softly from the sky. The great hearth would blaze. What magical effects that has a charm of its own.
This holiday season, we cordially invite you back to Greystone, as Olive Arms might have imagined it, to celebrate memories of Christmas past, a Mahoning Valley tradition.
Okay, now we're in the Inglenook, and this is where Mrs. Arms would have greeted her guests. And this is an ornament from like the early 1900s that probably was made for these feather trees. And I love the history. Give me why feather trees came to be.
Yeah, this is a German white feather tree, and basically the concept behind it was that they were cutting trees down in Germany so fast that they were trying to conserve the forests and so forth. So this is really, I call it one of the first artificial trees. And
that's wild.
They actually took turkey feathers, goose feathers, things like that, feathers, and wrapped it around a wire branch to create the kind of pine look of a natural tree. And they were dyed in green, blue, pink.
I mean, I've seen all the different colors.
And then on this tree here, there's a collection of clip-on bird ornaments, and they're from 1900 to about 1920 on there. So
I love the console. Right here in the area where the Inglenook is, you actually have correspondence that the Arms received for the holidays.
Yes.
I mean, that's pretty cool, don't you think?
It is. And one of the coolest cards when you visit is the William Browning Pollock card from 1921. And if you're not familiar with the William Pollock House, it is where the president of YSU resides.
I think you do a great job with the library every year. I mean, I just think this is a great room, and I can't believe the return of the crystal tree.
Yeah, the library is a very elegant room, and of course the famous crystal tree that Doug loans us every year. If it's not here, we hear a lot of complaints about it.
But I love the orange color in there.
Yeah, we have amber lights on it with some candles, to simulate the period of the time. Mrs. Arms had gas and electric here in 1905.
Did she? Fancy pants.
Yeah, and some of the first early lighting was in the early 1900s, so she may have had some, not only candle-lit trees, but also electric trees.
Really?
Yeah.
So we're in the sitting room. This is cozy, it's warm, it has the fireplace, the hearth. And you were saying, because she had electricity, these are actually of the period?
Yes.
Those Christmas bulbs.
They are. They're the vintage, if you're familiar with lighting, the earliest form of the C6 bulb, which is real small. When one goes out, they all go out. So they burn very warm, but they are vintage lighting. It's true lighting from the 1900s that is on the garlands above the windows.
How do you replace those bulbs? When
one goes out, you actually test them with a 9-volt battery. So if one of them goes out, I have to start out one end and unscrew it, test it with a 9-volt, and if it's dead, I just replace it with a new one.
And where do you get them?
Well, different antique shops and...
Because they don't make these anymore? I mean, these are, you can't
They do
them?
make the newer C6, but the colors aren't as vibrant, and there's something about the old lighting that they can't replicate with the new lighting. And also to the left of the mantle on the floor, there's a German elf. It's called a trade stimulator, and his head nods back and forth. Okay, you wind it with a key. It's one of the first animated pieces that would be in like a bakery store window or a toy store, and when you see his eyes actually kind of roll in his head, kind of a little creepy but very cool in a way.
So the dining room is set, and is this all Mrs. Arms?
This is
China
all Mrs.
and
Arms
crystal?
China. Yeah, crystal, China, sterling flatware. Yeah, this is all from Mrs. Arms.
And what is the obsession with the peacock? A real live peacock?
Was part of an icon of the arts and crafts movement at the time. So this room really shows off the design and motif of the peacock with the stained glass windows, and the table arrangement also
really
has
beautiful.
peacock tail
I mean,
feathers.
it works in here, and the peacock feathers. And I love that it's not. I think that you don't always have to be red and green. Okay, you know this is my favorite room. I really enjoy the arms, but I gotta tell you, I'm all about the gift shop. And you are having not one, but 2 gift shops this year.
We do. We have 2 gift shops in the museum gift shop.
Yes.
We have the vintage and collectible. So we have items from the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. We have some Fitz and Floyd. We have Jim Shore. We have some Hummels that are all priced
Look
to
at
sell.
the Lennox.
Yeah,
I mean,
Lennox.
Beautiful.
And then behind the museum, the carriage house where you will purchase your admission, we also have all new gift holiday items there.
So, and that's the only time, you know, you're gonna get to see this fabulous
Yeah,
display.
it's stocked full. We'll be putting new items out every day. As they sell, we'll be pulling it out and, you know, putting it on display. So.
The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.